Fact 11. One of the more peculiar aspects of Batman Begins is the casting of several actors known for different roles within the superhero genre. Christian Bale, who portrays Bruce Wayne slash Batman, was almost cast as Robin in a previous Batman film. Meanwhile, Cillian Murphy auditioned for the role of Batman, but his audition impressed director Christopher Nolan so much that he was cast as the Jonathan Crean's Scarecrow instead. Like this highlights Nolan's open-minded approach to casting and how he values unique interpretations over simply fitting a mold. Fact 10. The team behind Batman Begins wanted to break away from the conventions of previous Batman films by avoiding digital effects whenever possible. For instance, the Batmobile, known as the Tumbler in this iteration, was a fully drivable vehicle custom built for the film. And then the Tumbler could perform various stunts, such as making sharp turns and jumping 30 feet, enhancing the movie's commitment to realism. Fact 9. The film's realism extends to the point of crafting an entire village in Iceland for the scenes depicting Ra's al Ghul's mountain monastery. And instead of relying on sound stages or digital sets, the production team built the structures in an environment that mimicked the comic book's mystical setting. The use of these practical locations contributed to the film's grounded feel, making Gotham City seem like a real lived-in world. Fact 8, Christian Bale's dedication to the role of Bruce Wayne Batman was intense, particularly in his physical transformation. Bale had recently lost a considerable amount of weight for his role in The Machinist, so he had to regain nearly 100 pounds in just a few months to fit into the bat suit. His commitment added authenticity to the character's physical presence and demonstrated his dedication to the role. Fact 7. Composer Hans Zimmer and James Newton Howard collaborated uniquely on the film's score. And instead of the typical composer-director approach, Zimmer composed music for the action scenes, while Howard focused on the more emotional parts of the storyline, including the poignant character development moments. Their collaboration resulted in a soundtrack that perfectly captured the film's duality of action and introspection. Fact 6. For Batman Begins, Christopher Nolan set out to create the first superhero film shot with IMAX quality visuals, intending to capture the expansive, moody atmosphere of Gotham City. Although not entirely filmed in IMAX, Nolan's ambition for this high-resolution format marked the beginning of his long-term relationship with IMAX technology, pushing for even more sequences in later installments to utilize this technique. Fact 5. The film's production utilized an array of global locations to bring the world of Batman to life. From the streets of Chicago standing in for Gotham City to the Icelandic setting for the League of Shadows, the diverse filming locations contributed to the authenticity and global feel of the storyline, reflecting fact 4. Nolan had a unique approach to grounding the film's villains in reality. He carefully chose characters from Batman's rogues gallery, such as Ra's al Ghul and Scarecrow, who could be interpreted as having realistic motivations and plausibly terrifying effects within the story, contrasting with more outlandish characters. This choice laid the groundwork for the film's gritty tone and helped reinvigorate interest in Batman on the big screen. Fact 3. The iconic bat signal, a staple of Batman's lore, was initially written into the script, but was almost cut due to concerns about movie runtime. However, Nolan insisted on keeping it, believing that the bat signal was crucial for symbolizing hope in Gotham City. Its inclusion resonated with audiences and became an essential visual element across the trilogy. Fact two, for the role of Alfred, Batman's loyal butler, Michael Caine developed a specific backstory to ground his performance. Caine played Alfred as an ex-Special Air Service soldier, interpreting the character's loyalty and resourcefulness as stemming from a military background, giving Alfred more depth and making him an indispensable part of Batman's team in ways beyond his traditional role. Fact one, Batman Begins is unique for including homage to several classic Batman stories while still forming its own narrative. Nolan, along with screenwriter David S. Goyer, integrated elements from comics like Year One by Frank Miller and The Long Halloween by Jeff Loeb, weaving them into an original storyline that revitalized Batman's origin story. These subtle nods helped to please hardcore fans while keeping the narrative fresh for new audiences.